Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raking Profit over rakingprofit.com. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how, not me, but it could happen to me one day, it could happen to you as well, but how my good friend almost got kicked off of Amazon. He got his listing removed. He caught himself a customer counterfeit claim doing eBay to Amazon, and this could happen with eBay to Amazon. This could happen with any product, but really you've got to be careful if you're doing eBay to Amazon, Facebook to Amazon, Mercari to Amazon, if you're doing thrifting, if you're hitting garage sales, if you are flipping items on Amazon FBA and you don't have legitimate invoices, which you're not going to have thrifting, you're not going to have buying from eBay, you're not going to have going to auctions. And not to say all because you don't have an invoice, you shouldn't do it, because there's a lot of money to be made, but it's all about risk and reward, right? If you've got those legitimate invoices and you're doing wholesale and you're doing maybe PL, or you're doing, some form of working with a manufacturer, you have a legitimate invoice, traditional online arbitrage, typically your margins are going to be a lot less, and there's challenges that go along with it. Both great ways to make money. But I would say for a lot of the people who are, watching my channel, you're probably thrifting, you're flipping from eBay to Amazon, you're going to garage sales. I'm going to share with you a real life case study of what not to do. Now, I got permission from my friend to share this. So, brother, I appreciate you allowing me to share your story so we can help people not make this same mistake. Okay. Now, this video is really going to apply to folks who are doing online arbitrage, eBay to Amazon flips, Facebook Marketplace to Amazon, even Craigslist to Amazon. This is going to be a very, very valuable lesson. And if you're watching live right now, drop a comment. I'm actually pulling up the comments on my phone right now as well. I'm actually walking on my treadmill right now, trying to get my mind right this morning. Appreciate all the feedback and support in yesterday's video. Yesterday was a little bit of a struggle. As you guys know, I'm going through some different challenges, and just appreciate everybody's positive feedback. So what's going on, Johnny? Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit better today, so thanks so much. So on the screen, we're actually inside my eBay to Amazon Masterclass private community. So I'm sure a lot of you folks know, I think it was about, 6, 7, 8 months ago, I put out my eBay to Amazon Masterclass. If you guys want to learn about it, the link's down below. But inside of this group for Masterclass members only, I'll give you a sneak peek. I put a post out yesterday because something interesting happened. I ended up getting a text from my friend, and I won't expose his name, but I appreciate my boy. He reached out to me yesterday, and it was really interesting what he said to me. So he reached out to me, and the first thing he said to me was, "Are there any DVDs on eBay that aren't fake? LOL." And I started to laugh to myself because I saw his account probably a couple months ago when he came to my house. Good friend of mine. He's gone through the masterclass. He knows what to do. He knows what not to do. But he's a little bit of a younger guy. He's a little bit more ballsy, I would say, which is fine. But you have to realize if you're going to take certain risks in your business, you're going to have to pay the price if Amazon comes knocking or if something goes wrong. And my response was, haha, what makes you say that? He says, everything listed had multiple copies sold. And if it doesn't, it's the same price as Amazon. I got a complaint that my ish is fake and they deactivated my inventory for that listing. And if that's the case, there's no way everyone else on the listing is buying real ones. I don't know, just based on storefront stalking, a lot of people are all selling the same ish. So my response to him was, when I looked at your account, you were selling a lot of risky stuff, which was true. And I'm going to share with you how to minimize your risk if you're flipping DVDs, and especially if you're doing eBay to Amazon. I go all through this through my masterclass. He ignored me, which is fine. Sometimes you got to do what you think is best, but he's paying the price right now. So So let me just share with you some insight. So this was the DVD that he purchased. I'm going to open this up, and I want everybody to comment right now. For anyone who's gone through my eBay to Amazon masterclass, you know I am just a nut job. I am anal about this stuff. I warn people over and over and over again. There's a couple rules and principles I will not break for the life of me. So I want somebody to comment right now. For anyone who has experience doing DVDs, eBay to Amazon, what is the mistake that he made that you can see on the screen right now? Now, this isn't going to tell the whole entire story, but I want to see if anybody has any insights right now. And I know it's a little bit early in the morning when we're live right now, so feel free to have some fun and comment down below if you're watching the replay in a couple of hours. But does anybody notice what the issue is here? And if you don't, and you're going to do eBay to Amazon without my help, which is fine, if you don't make these mistakes and understand these mistakes, you're going to pay the price. And this is one of the most common mistakes people make when they're flipping from eBay to Amazon. Yep, so that's it. Do you guys see where it says 59 sold, 99 sold, 20 sold? So what this is right here, this is multiple sellers selling multiple quantities of an item. That's the issue right there. Now, depending on what category you're dealing with, you know, maybe electronics, I would say, is a better example, or health and beauty, where they're maybe a little less likely to be fake. But when you're dealing with the DVD category, there's a couple things that I warn people about, okay? Number one, don't be messing around with DVDs under 20,000 rank that have multiple quantities available or multiple quantities sold. Okay, now I know you can't see the sales rank right here. What's up, Mike, the used book guy in the house? He says, bro, I ain't even E2A flipping, and I know Steve's rules. So if you scan this with the Amazon seller app, or you look up the specific DVD, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Heyo, Miyazaki Blu-ray, Ghibli. Yeah, let's get embarrassed first thing in the morning. All right, Steve, good job. You did it, man. Showing your IQ. But this has about a 1,500 sales rank. Insanely low. Fast seller, top seller. This thing's flying off the shelf. It's selling for over $100. I scanned it last night. It was coming in at 110. Maybe it's a little less now. But the point being, if you find a seller selling a DVD with multiple quantities, generally, the general rule of thumb is if it's an insanely fast seller under 20,000 rank, they've sold multiple quantities, it's too good to be true. How the heck are you going to buy something for 40 and flip it for 100 and they have 80 of them available? It's super new. It's super popular. The general rule of thumb is that's most likely a fake DVD. But Steve, and this is the interesting part. Let me go back here, because this was the point that he made, and this was a really valid point. So I want to give a big shout out to my boy, because this was a really great point he made, and I need to make sure I drive this home right now. He said, so this was interesting. I said, this was my post yesterday, okay? I said, don't get cocky in this business. E2A is great, but you will get IP complaints and get effed if you sell stuff that's obviously fake. See example below. My good friend got cocky and screwed himself selling this DVD set. He texted me and said, but it was from a top-rated seller. And this is the point I want to make. He said, but it's from a top-rated seller. It doesn't matter. That's the point I want to make. There are tons of top-rated sellers with amazing feedback on eBay selling fake-ass you-know-what. And the reason their accounts aren't destroyed, because you'd be thinking, Steve, if they're selling fake stuff, how are they top-rated seller? How do they have perfect feedback? How do they have hundreds of perfect feedback? And the truth is 99.5%, I'm just making that up, but probably well over 98%, 99% of customers aren't even going to know it's real or fake. And there's different ways that you can tell if it's real or fake, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. There's ways that you can read the disc and see how much storage space it's taken up, and there's different ways to look at it in terms of quality, but a lot of times, like the graphics and whatnot on the actual DVD look good. And the truth is, I've probably sold fake DVDs myself and didn't know, but the way I'm able to minimize the risk is by not going after this super fast selling you-know-what, okay? I'm staying away from sellers who have multiple quantities. I'm staying away from sellers who have stuff that just seems too good to be true. My average ROI is 30, 40, 50%. If I start getting 60, 70, 80, 90% on something insanely fast selling under 10, 20,000 rank, I'm staying away from it. I go after a lot of older, discontinued, in terms of DVDs that are maybe a couple of years old. I'm not going after the super new, current, fast selling stuff. Those are the items that you're going to have a higher risk of getting IPs, counterfeit, so on and so forth. So he got himself a counterfeit claim. My advice to him was stay away from this stuff in the future. Try to appeal the claim. Sometimes they'll give you a option, especially with IPs, to be able to appeal it. He's not going to be able to show invoices or anything because they're not going to accept eBay invoices. But he told me that they deactivated his inventory for that specific ASIN. I think everything else is okay. But that's the lesson learned. That's what I wanted to come to you guys and share today. I really just wanted to share what happened to my friend, and hopefully this can help you to prevent making these mistakes in the future. So the used book guy says, yo, I'm top rated. Watch your tongue. But you ain't selling fake DVDs, my man. The used book guy says, coming into 100 units, the same brand, new hot selling DVD to sell on eBay just doesn't make sense. Exactly. So you have to think logically. Another great piece of advice I would give to everybody if you're flipping eBay to Amazon is to go over to the Amazon product page, go into the reviews, and take a look and see if any customers are complaining about the quality of the DVD. There's a season missing. It seemed like it was poor, maybe poor quality, or some of the videos would skip, different things like that. Those could be tall tale signs that you're dealing with a market that has counterfeits. Also, you can search the reviews for counterfeit, fake, and see if people are already complaining about it. But honestly, if you're dealing with items where you're going to make 60, 70, 80% ROI, there's multiple quantities sold. You can pick it up for 20, 30, 40 bucks and flip it for double on Amazon, and it's a fast seller and they have tons of them available. You're playing with fire. You really are. So that's all I've got for you guys. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. So far in my business this year, what do we have for total sales? Let me take a look. I've got a really cool video coming out soon that's going to break this all down. But so far, and I'm like 95% eBay to Amazon. For the last 12 months, I'm at 398,000 for this year so far. Year to date, we are at 155,000 on the dot. For the last 30 days, we're at 50,370. Okay, so up 349% from last year. So we're growing. We're making it happen. If anybody would like my help, comment down below. Feel free to check out my eBay to Amazon Masterclass. Got over 15 hours of step-by-step training in there that discusses everything from the niches, a lot more of what I talked about here, how to source, how to analyze, how to find stuff, how to prep stuff, how to go through the whole process. And there's really a science to it. I've spent the last 18 months diving deep into this topic, making a lot of mistakes, learning, and I've helped hundreds of people to do this. So if you need any mentorship or help, feel free to check out the links down below. I've also got tools and supplies and different things that I use. But want to say appreciate everybody. Thanks, Kevin, for coming in. Joni, Mike, appreciate you. Mark, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Much love.